Eastern PA Weather 30 meteorologist Bobby Martich here with your outlook for June 28th, 2017. We're going to be on our high pressure control. It's going to be off to just to our south today, and that means a couple things. One, the trough axis that was settled over the area is going to start to pull away, and this high pressure, the second thing, is going to move off the eastern seaboard and set up shop as a Bermuda high, which means starting tomorrow we're going to have the heat and humidity return. So I hope you enjoyed the cooler temperatures over the last couple days because summer is making a return. We'll likely have a heat wave in some places in our coverage area. At least central and southern areas will get into a heat wave, we think, of at least 3 consecutive days of 90 degrees or higher. Best chance for that to occur will be along the I-95 corridor, but still very hot and humid nonetheless. No matter where you are here in our coverage area coming up in the next couple days. So again, no precipitation whatsoever today. You're going to be hard to find any clouds because you're going to have the high pressure so close. So it'll be a mostly sunny day today. Bright sunshine, and that continues the entire day. You can see by the time we get to the evening, it's getting right off the Carolina coast at this point, and that's going to set up shop offshore. And by sitting out here in this position, we get a return flow here on Thursday around this high pressure. Of course, clockwise flow around high pressure will give you southwesterly winds, and that brings back the heat and humidity from down south. And that is going to continue for several days. Going forward here, we're going to get to Thursday is also a partly cloudy day, not expecting any precipitation. And then once we get to Friday, we do have a little system moving off to the north. Now, because this you have a combination of things happening here, this ridge is pretty strong, so it's going to continue to try to push everything up this way. So everything has to go up and over the top here, but you will have a few of these systems. Here's one right here. Here's another one over here. Moving off to the north, they're going to attempt to bring a boundary through the region here, which is, I don't really want to call it a cold front because it's really not going to do anything to the temperatures, but it is a boundary nonetheless associated with that area low pressure. And once it moves moves off to the north, it will try to drag that off through the area, mainly favoring the central and northern areas here on Friday for an isolated thunderstorm threat. Again, just isolated. Most of the activity is up here to our north, and then once we get to Saturday, I do think you have a better chance at a more concentrated scattered showers and thunderstorms late in the day. This is another frontal boundary coming through. This actually is a cold front coming through, but again, it's not really going to do too much to the temperatures. I think your hottest temperatures over the next couple of days are going to be Thursday, Friday, Saturday, but even behind this, there's no cold air behind here. There's nothing here. So you're going to have the cold front come through later in Saturday, get scattered as opposed to isolated showers and thunderstorms moving through. That goes through into the overnight period. But no cold push behind it, so you're still going to be hot here on Sunday as well. And in places like Philadelphia, you could reach 90 again. Here's very early Sunday morning. Maybe our eastern sections hold on to a leftover shower, but after that, we become partly cloudy on Sunday now. No precipitation whatsoever. So again, isolated for central and northern areas on Friday, scattered across most of our coverage area later Saturday afternoon, evening, and maybe over parts of the overnight. And then Sunday looks good now. Okay, and again, it's going to remain hot. And then we get into Monday, just a very isolated chance. It probably will end up being nothing, but we're going to just mention it right now. A very stray chance for a thunderstorm on Monday, and then we get to the actual holiday, which is the 4th of July on Tuesday. And here's what we're looking at, nothing. So now showing nothing. You guess yesterday's video we were showing some opportunities for something isolated to pop up. Now it's not showing anything. And we did kind of caution at that when we were looking at this from a longer range. The models like to overdo the precipitation amounts and really just overdo precipitation in general until we get a little bit closer. And that's why you don't want to commit to anything more than isolated or maybe widely scattered until we see a large scale system moving through. We just don't have that. So it doesn't look like, as of right now, the 4th of July does look like it's going to be a dry day as well. Getting over to temperatures, just want to show you this real quick. This is a look at what the temperatures will be on Thursday. And you can see the increase in heat and humidity. Already 90 is down here in the Baltimore, Washington area, maybe up into parts of south central PA, but elsewhere we're getting in the upper 80s if you haven't gotten a 90. So not impossible to see 90 already on Thursday in some locations. But of course today will be the last of the cooler days, if you will, with temperatures kind of hovering around 80, maybe upper 70s to lower 80s across the region. And then we get a step up in temperatures about 10 degrees from what you saw from Wednesday to Thursday. And then once we get beyond this and we get into the next couple days, you see 90s are getting well entrenched over our central and southern areas, and even mid to upper 80s up here further north. And of course this is a look at Friday, and then we get to Saturday, again 90s again until those scattered showers and thunderstorms come through. But even here on Sunday, again, down here by I-95, you're still hovering around 90. You got 90 in Philly, 90 down here into Baltimore, Washington, actually middle 90s down in this area. But all the way up to about Newark, anywhere up here in the I-95 corridor, I could see 90 degrees again. And maybe out here in the usual places that get hot, out near Harrisburg, Lancaster, Allentown, places like that, could also get up to 90 on Sunday, but we'll keep those in the upper 80s for now and see how the model guidance trends over the next couple days. But it does look like we do have a heat wave coming in of at least 3 days, maybe 4. So we'll check this out again over the next couple days and see where we go from here. But it does look like this is pretty imminent. I'm Eastern PA Weather 30 meteorologist Bobby Martich. That is your outlook for June 28th, 2017. Have a great Wednesday.